How do I do the weekly lab quests? What weekly lab quests are you talking about? Talking about this here? Explore the Labyrinth? Oh, yeah, you have to spend a flag. You can do this in Nightmare Raid, you can do this in Hell Raid, you can also actually totally skip this. There's enough other things here that you can do other things and get the full reward, but all you have to do is go to the Labyrinth, and you just go in. Ideally, you kill a bunch of stuff and get some currency, unless you just don't care about currency, and then you actually leave. And watch in the corner here. There it is. Weekly Labyrinth quest done. Easy as that. But, you know, you really should farm around, because killing things in the Labyrinth will give you this currency. Labyrinth currency. It'll get you these right here. And unless you got like 40,000 of these sons of bitches, this is a good currency to get, because this is a currency you can use to buy charms. Don't just go into Labyrinth and yield out unless you are flushed on the coins and, you know, have more artifact leveling materials than you know what to do with, which is the situation I'm in right now. But if you are starved for leveling your artifacts, that's one of the best way you get this currency. One of my favorite ones to do if you're just farming it to get those ancient coins is go into the Labyrinth and go into the Great Fosh Labyrinth and go into Area 5. And the reason I like this one is it's probably got the most bang for your buck. This pathway up here to Mercedes, there's 3 of those little like piles of armor and gear on the ground that you gotta click on to clear. There are always 3 of them there, so it's like guaranteed stuff there, and you just come up and go over and check this area out, then you teleport here, you walk down here, you walk over here, you walk down here, you teleport over to here, you walk down here, and about here's where you run out of stamina. Because remember, you can go to minus 49 in normal Labyrinth. It's only a Nightmare Raid where minus 30 is the cutoff. You can go all the way down to minus 49 in Nightmare Raid. You can clear all this way out, and then once you're done clearing it out, then you can teleport back, get these 3 things, you can go and check all the corners. By the time you're done, you should exit out of this with 300 or 400 extra currency. It doesn't take long, and it's very free to play friendly. It's very easy to do. And if you really, really want to min-max the amount that you can get from this, then you can go into Nixied's Sanctum. I would avoid Malachus. There's too much RNG in Malachus. Just go into Nixied's Sanctum, fire up Nixied's Sanctum number 5, and you can run a my Eufiend team, and if you set it up right and you build it like I have in my Eufiend video, you can literally do the entire thing in one entry. You go down to negative 50, sure, but you never die. The way it's set up. And it's full auto. All you have to do is click to go between fights, so you can just do it while you're at work, while you're watching your favorite anime. Just let that shit run off to the side, and when you're done, you pop out of here with like 1300 currency. Leave Polly up, she's prettier. Give me 1 second, I'll find that video. So what you want to do, you want to pull up a Google search, and you type Tristen, Wulf, Eufiend, and Epic that's Hell Raid, and went unlimited ancient coins, how to quick farm Nixied 5. There you go. So I'm basically going to go through how to do this, right? And this is the Eufiend that I'm using. I just put her on a random destruction set. She doesn't have to be this strong, but the stronger she is, the cleaner it will go, right? The POS artifact's a terrible idea. I put it on her because I was like, this artifact has to go on somebody. She needs to have 200% ER. Other than that, the stats don't really matter, but 200% ER is required. Now, she only has 100 ER, so we're cheating the systems a little bit with Christie. And this is pre-specialty change Christie, I think. Yeah, this is pre-specialty change Christie. But she still gives 112 ER to the back row. Now, be real careful about this. If Christie dies, and she will die in this process, if she dies, you lose the imprint. So 18% ER comes off of this, so 9% less ER is going to the back row. It's freaking stupid, but it's there. You need to make sure that you You calculate this without the imprint for what's going to the back row. So make sure you have the full 100 ER, not counting the imprint, going to the back row, because when she dies, the imprint goes away. It's dumb, but that's why it was failing for some people. You also want Shooting Star Arcades. There are other units you can use in place of her, but it's really heckin' hard. And you want Crescent Moon Rin. She is just there to steal the counter buff. Now, all you do is when you jump into the map, you immediately teleport up to this spot right here. And that's because the boss up here is the one that has the counterattack buff. You teleport to that spot that I was pointing out on the map, go for this boss over here. And the boss over here is Angry Heckin' Bee. When you do enough damage to the bee gives himself a counterattack buff. And unlike most counterattack buffs, you need to time it so that she strips it, applies it to everybody, that Shooting Star Arcades puts immortality on Euphine, and all this happens before Euphine takes a turn and you kill the boss. Because if she takes a turn, you'll cycle out of the buffs. So you do this, you get all of the buffs on Euphine, and you see there's the 3-turn immortality from Shooting Star Arcades. There's the counterattack buff that we stole. Nothing else matters. As long as you have those two, nothing else matters. And you kill the boss.
Plummet armor.
And it's done. Now, the last thing you need to do is you need to get your morale down to frickin' -50. All the way down to -50. So you literally just teleport back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. So once you've teleported back and forth and now your morale's -50, then you just go do a fight. And I recommend that you chase bosses, right? You don't, it's one thing I don't think I did in this video is I think I just went and did random fights. You shouldn't. You should teleport to corners where you know there are bosses. I'm trying to move the map with my mouse like it's not a video. Once you go to all the corners, you fight the bosses. And what happens is with this counterattack buff on,
we'll eventually clear through this pretty quickly.
Yes, Mushroom's a great one. She constantly attacks, and every time she hits, and it's not her turn, her EE gives her a chance to extend buffs. Look at the counterattack buff and the immortality buff over my head, 7 and 8. And you just walk her all the way through the entire fight, and she can never die. It's a 35% chance, but you counter on every single turn. And it stacks, right? Even though it says 9 here, I've done this so much that these numbers are actually probably closer to 500 on each one. There's no way it'll ever wear off. Some people think, oh, it caps at 9, and as soon as it goes down, it'll go down to 8. No, it never goes. It keeps going up. It just only shows a 9 as the highest, but it keeps going up beyond that. And once you're done, you can legit, I mean, look at this. The entire map is cleared in one entry. And look at how much, look at the ancient coins. 1,188 ancient coins. This whole process takes about 45 minutes. It is not fast, but if you really need the ancient coin currency, you can just do it over and over and over again for one currency entry. After a week or 2 weeks, you can have over 15,000 of this currency just doing it once a day. If you are starved for gear charms, if you are starved for, you know, these kind of things, and you don't have a lot of powder, that will get you the currency to be able to that will get you this currency to be able to buy more of it in the shop. But anyway, here's a link to the video if you guys want to check out how to do it. It's slow and tedious and boring and is not engaging content, so you don't do it while you're staring at the screen. You do it while you are watching an anime, while you are playing your side game, while you're farting around with fribbles. You gear a unit in fribbles, you come back, you click on the next monster.